This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can visit their store by using my referral link in the description below. Hello everybody, recording a draft video instead of streaming one today. I've been on a really bad streak lately when I haven't been recording, including with some really good decks. There have been some bad ones in there too, for sure. But there have been some pretty sweet ones. I've had some bad beats lately. Maybe turning on the recording will set me free, because I've been, I think I used up all my luck on that 7-0 deck where I never had a single mana problem. Hit every land drop. It was like insane. So, okay. So Invasion of Karsus is pretty good. It does have the problem, like, this format just isn't that aggressive of one, so getting someone with this just doesn't always happen. That said, it's probably the pick here. Merciless Repurposing is a pretty good removal spell. Format's slow enough for it. Surveyor wouldn't be a terrible first pick. Sets up your mana nicely. I like the Berserker too, but I do think this is the best card overall. I mean, it has a lower floor than some of these, but it also has a much higher ceiling, and I think most of the time it's going to be on average better than these other cards. It'll just be really bad sometimes too. Karuga is interesting. Maybe what I need to break free of my problems is just like do a Karuga deck, stop playing 1 and 2 drops, forget about it, I don't think that's what we want to do here. It is really good. It's worth considering taking here even, because it does draw you a card pretty often, and maybe I do take it. I do think Herbology Instructor is really good, but Karuga might just be better. Probably is, even if we don't companion it. Intercessor's pretty nice, but yeah, I think we'll take Karuga. See what happens. I mean, we could lean towards not playing anything on turn 1 or 2, which it's not the worst thing in the world in this format, honestly. I don't know that we're going to end up in a deck that wants to do that, but we can take a tandem takedown here, and I think we probably do. Another Surveyor wouldn't be bad. Yeah, but takedown also costs 3 or less. Great removal spell. Okay, so here's an Herbology Instructor. I think it's probably good enough that we just transition to using Karuga as, what am I trying to say? As a regular card in our deck. Invasion of Kaladesh is a little interesting. Yeah, this pack is not great. The Escort's okay. Seed Core, Invasion of Kaladesh. Not bad either. These are 2 pretty good green cards. And I think I'm going to take another green card here in Wildwood Escort. So yeah, I mean, this is basically a 5-mana 5/4 that almost always draws you 1 card, and that's already really good, and sometimes it'll draw us more. So, I mean, I don't really see a world where we don't end up playing it in our deck. I do see a world where we don't companion it, though. Like, if I only had to cut Herbology Instructor, maybe, but if that's all I end up having to cut, I made some really weird draft decisions, because we do need some low drops here. Okay. Overgrown Pest is pretty good. I do like Angelic Intervention a lot. Shanna, words, isn't bad either, but you do kind of need to end up in green-white. I think we take the Pest. We're already doing pretty well in green, and this is another good green card. 3 mana, 2/2 draws a card. Pretty good. It's usually a land, but it's not bad. Green seems pretty open. I'm not as sure about red. And right now, I mean, the deck we have isn't very good with Invasion of Karsus. All of our creatures die to it, basically. That is one thing about Karuga that could be interesting, because, like, playing, if we knew we were going to get Invasion of Karsus on turn 4 every game, like, that's pretty interesting, but we don't. Oh, man. Captive Weird. That's a pretty late one. Certainly better than these green cards. I think we take it. It could end up just being green-blue, which would make it way easier to cast Karuga. upside, and Captive Weird's just a great card, you know. Both of these are such powerful transformers. I mean, neither of them are the kind that can transform the turn after you play them, but the effect they have when they do transform is big, and their front side is like a solid defensive body, which is kind of what I'm interested in this format. So maybe this is what we're looking at. I mean, that has to mean blue's pretty open. Pick 7 Captive Weird. I'm surprised by that because blue is sort of the consensus best color at this point, which is nice for blue. It doesn't often it doesn't often get that in limited. It does sometimes though, and this is a format where it does. Okay, so wow. So Emoti is excellent. I'm really shocked, continually shocked by how much I'm seeing this card not get picked early. I don't know if it's the weird fact that it's an invocation that has not invocation, like it has normal font on it. It looks really weird. It's an ugly card. But 5 mana 3/1 Cascade is really good, period. Like, you know, even if we hit Captive Weird with it, we're going to feel okay about it, and that's the worst case scenario. So, Corruption at Squashy could be interesting, but I haven't been that impressed with, like, the blue-green transform deck. Like, a lot of the decks in this format are just good stuff a lot of the time, and that's, I think, really true of blue-green. So, I think I like Annihilate Essence a little more than these other options. Certainly playable. I mean, I think the others are too, actually. But, well, I don't know if Negate is, but yeah, Emoti, I mean, I usually find myself splashing this. I think this is the first time I've been in a green-blue deck where I got Emoti, and that's going to be a good time. Gets even better if you have some 6s. We don't have any of those yet, though. Change the Equation is not great. Flywheel Racer is okay. I mean, this is the best card in the pack. Furnace Rains can be good in the right deck. But yeah, we're looking at Change the Equation and Flywheel Racer. There might be something to be said just for cutting a blue card, and it's like, it could make the cut. It's close. Flywheel Racer does give us fixing in a format with a bunch of bombs, though. So, we're not great at crewing it, but I think I probably wanted a little bit more. I think this is surprising to still be here. Herd Beast is okay. Another Annihilate Essence. I think that's probably going to be better than Halo Charge Scob. Yeah, probably. I don't know if I'm going to play both, but I don't know if I'd play one Halo Charge Scob. If I'm in blue-black, that card makes the cut, but if I'm not, it's not that impressive. All right, take a Carapace. If I end up splashing red, this can help. So I'm gonna, you know, leaving Vengeant Earth isn't gonna make anybody jump into green, right? So this is really good if you end up in green-white specifically. I'm kind of thinking about Atris. We have a little bit of fixing already, and this is really powerful. You know, great value card. Gives you a 3-for-1 sometimes, basically always a 2-for-1. Tidal Terror's not bad. Wary Thespian is a nice 2-drop to have around, but I think we take Atris and keep an eye out for Skittering Surveyors and stuff. We do already have Flywheel Racer, so this is a really good removal spell, but not splashable at all, obviously, because of the whole double red thing. Invasion of Lorwyn, not a bad thing to splash either, but with the current, like if I took a bunch of gain lands in the first pack, maybe that's where I'd go, but don't think it's where I want to go here. I mean, it's not like this pack has anything great in it. I mean, Omen Hawker has been fine, and we do have a few Transformers. It might just be Omen Hawker. Thunderhead Squadron doesn't seem great for us. Blade Master's okay, but I feel like Omen Hawker might actually be a little more useful. Invasion of Lorwyn is tempting, but yeah, I think I'll take Omen Hawker in the end. We've got activated abilities, so yeah, we've got 3 Transformers at this point. Transformers. So yeah, This helps fix a tiny bit because you get to look at the top 5. So, you know, if we're running one swamp, you have a chance to hit it. Plus, we have the racer, but I guess having the hawker, you know, does also give us something else that can crew the racer early. I do generally hope, like, I'd rather have a lot of other fixing than flywheel racer in most decks, but, you know, if I have to do it, I have to do it. Invasion of Dominaria is pretty good. Eudora is not bad, but I think Overgrown Pest is probably just better. This is a funny card, though. There's a bunch of these cards, you know, that us, you know, people who play Limited a lot have, like, never seen because we don't play that much EDH, and that are on the bonus sheet, and this is one of them where we were like, where is that even from? Like, never seen that card before. And it's okay, but I think Overgrown Pest is probably better, especially, it feels like we're going to be splashing at least one color. So... Okay, Invasion of Pyrulia is pretty good. Stoke the Flames is really good. Seed of Hope, been better than I expected. There's also a Skittering Surveyor, but I kind of feel like we got to take Invasion of Pyrulia first. It's just a good draw spell for this deck, and, you know, if we transform it, that's a bonus. Yeah, I'm feeling okay about our mana right now. I mean, I'm going to have to take a Surveyor at some point. We're not going to have very many knights in this deck. We currently have 0, and I don't imagine we'll have that many more. Maybe I should just take Blossoming Sands. Seems like our colors are getting really cut. I mean, Inga's not bad. She's not great either. But she's probably a little better than taking a random gain land that doesn't help us currently. Zerda. That's a, like, impossible to companion in Limited, but a cool card. And, like all of them, is good in your main deck. I think we take Eyes of Gataxius here. Another Eyes of Gataxius. I think Oracle of Tragedy's solid too. I think we'd probably take it. So it is, you know, Eyes of Gataxius isn't the kind of thing that actually triggers Karuga because the token it makes isn't a, you know, doesn't cost 3, but all the other stuff up here after, you know, the permanents all will draw us cards off of Karuga, so. I think a Surveyor and, like, one gain land would be plenty. Fertilid's Favor fixes, but it's clunky enough that, I don't know, it's interesting. It's an interesting card. I've played it in some decks, but I don't feel like I want it here. So I'm looking at Tidal Terror or Eyes of Gataxius. I'm leaning towards Tidal Terror. I mean, Island Cycling is solid, and this is, you know, it's something that we can cascade off of. So here's another one. Probably just take it. Yeah. I mean, I don't hate the idea of splashing Failed Conversion. I think it's super likely, but I don't really think we play Thunderhead Squadron in this deck either. We're not good enough at making Convoke work. It is cutting a blue card, though, and that does send some signals. I guess I'll take it. I mean, it's not impossible that it makes the cut. I don't really want another Assimilate Essence. 2 is probably enough. Some fixing for Atris would be good. Okay, I think we'd probably take Omen Hawker over another Seed of Hope. I mean, I like, you know, Seed of Hope has ended up being a lot better than I expected. Like, it's certainly playable, but I think the Omen Hawkers are looking like they're going to be fairly useful in this deck at this point. So, yeah, it's a late Protocol Knight. Not that we can do anything with it. Have we picked up a Knight yet? Nope. It's not really a deck where you're going to end up with Knights very often. I mean, we would take the 3-mana 2/2 that makes a 1/1. That's a Knight. But, yeah. This isn't a Knight, huh? It's Warrior. Yeah, not playing that. Ooh, boy. Okay. Well, I didn't think so far that we have, like, a true bomb, but this is definitely one. We have a lot of non-creature spells too, so it's going to be great. Opponent doesn't kill it, they're going to die. This is something that's nice to, like, it's really powerful. It's definitely better if you're actually in blue-black, but it's been really, really good in terms of the battles in the set. It's just an automatic 2-for-1 with big value after. Breeding Champion's great. I wouldn't hate Order of the Mirror. But yeah, Chrome Host Seed Shark's better than all of them. I would take it, pack one, pick one, regardless of the rest. You know, if we didn't have this deck. This pack, it is annoying that this pack also has Cosmic Hunger and a bunch of other stuff I would like, but we'll take the Seed Shark pretty happily. Don't really want Furtive Analyst. Don't love Bonded Herd Beast. Maybe this is Fertilid's favorite time. So far, we don't have any other fixing other than Flywheel Racer, so I kind of am feeling the pressure to pick some up. The Herd Beast is okay, and so is the Converter Beast, but either of them's great. We do have 2 Omen Hawkers, which makes both of them better, but I think I need fixing badly enough that I'm going to take Fertilid's favor here. And we get another Herbology Instructor. I think we're more interested in this, you know, like nice defensive body that's also a removal spell than we are in this sort of more aggressive card. You know, 4 mana, 4/3, puts counters on things. Well, it's not even always a 4/3, but you know what I mean. Invasion of Rin's okay. Like, it would definitely work in this deck, but I think Herbology Instructor is just better. Okay, so Dismal Backwater is the fixing we've been asking for. What do we have to give up? Man, there's some good stuff in this pack. We've got Invasion of Kamigawa, which I think is quite good. Streetwise Negotiator is just a good 2-drop. And Chomping Kavu is a nice 4-drop. I don't think any of these are so good that... especially because... I mean, transforming this late is a big deal, though. So maybe it is what I'm supposed to take over the Backwater. I mean, right now, I think I would play Atris off of, like, what we have. So, yeah, let's take the Invasion. I think it's pretty good. Hard to pass, obviously. But see, then there's this pack where I don't really want anything. I mean, Expedition Lookout could be worse, and it's what we're going to take, but... Am I going to regret missing out on the fixing? Another Invasion of Amonkhet. I'll take another Tidal Terror, I guess. Don't feel like we're tempo-y enough to be doing Wicked Slumber things. Don't know if I really want 3 Tidal Terrors, but... But yeah, I mean, I think Fertilid's favor plus Flywheel Racer. We actually have enough cheap creatures that we can crew Flywheel Racer. So, I think that's enough. This land doesn't help us. I guess I'll take it, though, because I don't really want Expedition Lookout. Don't think we're going to randomly get some incredibly powerful white card that has us, like, throw away Atris and splash it instead, but we would have slightly better fixing for that deck, for that card. Yeah, we have lots of 2-for-1s, which is nice. So here's Blighted Burgeoning. I'd probably take it here. I think it's a lot better than Fertilid's favor. I do like Oracle of Tragedy. Wouldn't hate another one, but Blighted Burgeoning is really good fixing. And yeah, we could just... I think we throw away Flywheel Racer before we throw away Fertilid's favor. But yeah, this is what we take here. Man, we've seen so many invasions. Oh, we'll take Order of the Mirror. Nice 2-drop. You know, it's probably better in an aggressive deck, but... It can trade for things. It's, you know, we attack sometimes early. Herd Beast. Don't want Analyst. I don't think we're playing any of these, but I'll take a Herd Beast. The Tidal Terrors are kind of funny with a Modi, but other than that, I mean, obviously because they have Island Cycling, but you don't want, like, too much of that. So do I like Invasion of Vryn more than Astral Wingspan in our deck? Probably. I probably do. Astral Wingspan, if I had the hexproof backup creature, I'd be all over that. Kind of don't think Inga's making the cut. So I think we kind of have the makeup you want in one of these blue-green decks for the most part. We have... a lot of grindy cards, you know, battles that we can attack late and transform to pull ahead. Lots of cards that are 2-for-1s, which is like the name of the game. We are not cutting all of these for Karuga, but Karuga will be a quality card in our deck, so that's fine. I mean, really, probably the second or third best card in our deck, because Chromo Seed Shark is definitely our best card. And then like Emoti, Atris, and Karuga are next on the list. So let's see. I'm probably cutting at least one Tidal Terror. We're also only going to run one Swamp. Yeah. If I'm running Tidal Terrors, maybe I don't need this many islands, but so many of my blue cards are low drops that I kind of have to. What else do we want to cut? Well, it's a good question. Do I want Fertilid's Favor here? I mean, the question is, I need black mana, but I have Blighted Burgeoning for that. And then I also have a lot of card selection that can help me find it between Overgrown Pests, Invasion of Pyrulia, Eyes of Gitaxias to a lesser extent, Invasion of Rin. I mean, I am a little worried about cutting Fertilid's Favor. Would I rather have Flywheel Racer than Fertilid's Favor is the question. Like I said, I have so many low creatures that crewing it isn't really going to be a problem. So I think maybe in this deck, Flywheel Racer is just better. It's crazy. I don't think that's true of most blue-green decks, but we have like a ton of 1-drops. I mean, ton of 1-power creatures. So I think we probably cut Fertilid's Favor. And then Bonded Herd Beast isn't great. I mean, we have enough top end without it, and it's not, you know, it's nothing special. We have enough double face cards for like Invasion of Pyrulia and Omen Hawker if we really care about that. And Overgrown Pest, like we have enough of all of those things, so I think I'm down with it. So Wildwood Escort might be on the chopping block. I mean, we have enough 2-for-1 value cards. I mean, Annihilate Essence isn't great. I could probably cut one and not feel bad about it. And then, yeah, one Tidal Terror. I think we do leave one Swamp in because of our card selection. You know, things that can grab us lands. Even though we're not running Fertilid's Favor anymore. I could maybe see cutting Invasion of Vryn. It's not insane or anything. I mean, I think Invasion of Kamigawa was better. Like, flipping this late doesn't turn the game around as much as flipping this late does. I mean, it does if you have something to play, but you just don't always have something to play. That said, maybe holding on to it is a little bit better than like another Annihilate Essence or Wildwood Escort. I mean, the nice thing about the Escort is getting back Karuga or Atris is like big. That's a big game, but or Emoti. Yeah, okay, we're gonna get rid of Annihilate Essence. It's also a horrible hit off of Cascade, so that's that's another reason, I guess, to take it out. All right, I think this deck looks pretty good. Let's see if we can break out of my slump. All right, so looks like a pretty good starting hand. Turn 1 Weird. Probably turn 2, excuse me, Herbology Instructor. I mean, the Omen Hawker can help us quickly transform these. The question is, when do I want to play it? I guess we'll figure that out. Do I want to play it on turn 1, and then what happens next turn if I do that? I can actually transform Captive Weird next turn if I do that. Interesting. Yeah, that seems pretty good. There's a chance it dies, but, you know, if I get Omen Hawker to trade 1-for-1 with something, I feel like that's not too bad. Yeah, so I think that's what we do. I mean, it gives us a big enough creature, too. I mean, we do have to play the card we hit next turn, but, you know, that's fine. Being able to play this on turn 2, it's kind of nuts. Turn 2, 3/3 that draws me a card. Plus, I was probably going to play Herbology Instructor in my hand next turn anyway, so... ends up working out pretty well. There's a Marauding Dreadship. Do I just trade with it? I kind of think I do. Yeah. I mean, Herbology Instructor. God, keep coughing. My Herbology Instructor is a much better trade. I'm going to gain back life. Yeah, let's just take it. Okay. Yeah, so we'll play Herbology Instructor. I think I'm just going to go ahead and attack because I don't hate the idea of trading either of these. Water, apparently. But yeah, I don't hate the idea of trading either of these for the Dreadship. I mean, the bad thing about going up against the Dreadship is you're never really going to come out ahead, and you do have to block it eventually because it hits for 4. But, you know, we may, depending on how aggressive they get here, I guess we could find a way to make this happen, which wouldn't be too bad. Like, if there's only... I mean, the problem is they're probably leaving these back, although they have to crew the Dreadship. They could use the 2/2 instead, I guess. Alright, so they're going to Lithomantic Barrage, Omen Hawker. Can live with it. So... I do have another Herbology Instructor who will gain me more life. And if I play the Invasion here and attack it, that's pretty good. Although the 2/2 can just block my 1/3. So, yeah. I think I am going to take it, though. We can gain back 3 with Herbology Instructor number 2, so... If they tap out here for, like, a creature here, transforming this is going to be really great. It would be awesome if they did. If they leave mana up, and they do, unsurprisingly. You know, if they... I was going to say, if they leave mana up for that, it's not ideal. Okay, so I think I'd probably play Invasion, just because... Well, not just because, but... It'll draw me a card off of Karuga next turn. Plus, I can attack it here fairly effectively. I could wait to use it until they animate this thing. But they're not super likely to do it. So... Yeah, let's play the Invasion. We'll use it to tap down one of these, which is less than awesome, but it does create a problem for our opponent, and it sets up Karuga to draw us a card. So, ooh, I can actually go after this? Kind of didn't think about that. I think that's what we're going to want to do. And we're going to attack this. I could attack with both, but they can animate this and block my Herbology Instructor, so I may as well leave it back. So yeah, Karuga right now will draw us a card when it enters the battlefield. Not too far away from Herbology Instructor becoming a creature either. Or, what is a creature, but becoming a removal spell. So yeah, I guess I just play Karuga here. You know, 5 mana, 5/4 draws a card is pretty good. Next turn, I could use this if I want to. And if we can get this to transform, it's going to be hard for them to beat us. So, yeah, let's play Karuga. I may have counter magic. We draw off of our invasion. And we have another invasion. And we will pass. Looks like something's gonna die. Yeah, stoke the flames. It's okay, it's a 2-for-1. I probably do block Marauding Dreadship here if it attacks us with our Herbology Instructor. I mean, there's something to be said for turning it into a 3/3, killing something. Especially now they... Yeah, for now, I'm just going to take another 4 here. That Dreadship has done, like, all the damage to us, basically. Okay. Well... Not loving that they have mana up, you know, in terms of transforming our creature. So maybe we're just supposed to play Invasion of Vryn here, followed by Oracle of Tragedy. Or Herbology Instructor number 2. Both seem pretty good. So yeah, let's play our Invasion of Vryn. Draw a bunch of cards. I do feel like inevitably we're going to find our way out of this thanks to our significant card advantage. And there's a Chrome Host Seed Shark. We would like to hold on to our Swamp. Tidal Terror is a nice size. It's probably Oracle of Tragedy that's the least useful. And... I'm trying to decide if I attack here. I think I will. If I just kill this, that's fine. I have enough going on in my hand now that thinning out their board is kind of plenty. Yeah, the double block. We definitely kill the 2 power thing. Play another Herbology Instructor. All right. We keep playing, like, creatures that give us value, and then they kill them, and it's like, whatever. So, here comes Marauding Dreadship yet again. I think we block now. I mean, the removal would be nice, but I don't think we're really desperate for it either. So, we'll just block. We have enough in our hand that I'm not super concerned. We've got 1 card left. Transforming this is annoying, but not the end of the world. I can just play Overgrown Pest here as fodder, basically. You know, I don't really want 1 creature in play, so yeah, we'll play Overgrown Pest. We will grab a land. So I can't really block Glistening Goremonger, but that's okay. So we'll play Sea Shark. This game is... You know, we've sort of been behind the whole game, but... I still feel reasonably confident we're going to get there. Yeah. Okay, so time to transform this, finally. So, we're going to do that. And then play a huge Tidal Terror. Now I think the tide truly has turned in our favor. We just have this huge board. I could transform this, but honestly, I think it's better to start attacking them now. You know, I could make a second Tidal Terror, which is certainly cool, but not anything that great. We are going to hold on to the one in our hand. Okay. All right. So what do we have to get back? Ooh, Karuga. Yeah, Karuga's pretty good here. We've got 18 cards left in our deck, so that's probably what we're going to do. Don't quite have the mana to do both this turn, so maybe it's just better to play Tidal Terror for now. We are going to draw another card, so... that may change what we want to do. No, not really. Yeah, so let's just play another Tidal Terror. So yeah, I could have gotten this and made a second one, but I think it's, like I said, time to start pressuring them. Oh. Yeah, that's less than ideal. But I can drop them to 1 here with Tidal Terrors. Can also do Karuga. I can still attack with both of these, too, so... that's what we're going to do. I don't think we attack with Tidal Terrors yet. Probably will next turn. So they probably block the Saboteurs. Drop them to 9. We play Wildwood Escort. Get back Karuga. It's going to draw us 1, 2, 3. It's going to draw us 6 cards. No big deal. Hello, Karuga. Gonna have to go pretty crazy here for us not to die. 2 unblockable Tidal Terrors can kill them here. Yeah. Oh, I guess I do need to play 1 more creature to make them both unblockable. So I'll do that. I guess if they, like, kill a Tidal Terror here, that could be bad, but... because then they'd go to 2, but I still can play a bunch of stuff in my hand if I have to, yeah. That game went about how I hope things will go with this deck. See if we can keep it up where we just, like... you know, do all sorts of crazy value stuff. Draw a bunch of cards. Karuga was nuts there. I mean, first time we cast it, it was good, and then when we got it back, it was just like... okay, well... we're just going to draw a new opening hand, basically. Okay, definitely a slow hand. I can cycle one of these, but yeah, at least I'm going first. But yeah, it is a little sketchy. If our opponent has a fast start, a bunch of backup, we could be in trouble. And that can lead to a fast start. Okay, we got one too, so that makes things much better. If they tap out here, I definitely transform the weird on our turn. And they do. Alright, Herbology Instructor is another nice hit. Do I block Streetwise Negotiator here if it attacks me? Well, now I think I probably do. I think I would rather block the Negotiator because of the counter. Yeah. Okay. So we go Herbology Instructor. Omen Hawker. So next turn, if this is still around, we can kill this by transforming our Instructor. If they're both still around. For now, we're going to take 3. If they leave a bunch of mana up, we probably just play Invasion of Vryn. That's funny. Okay. We have similar decks, I think it's safe to say. But yeah, I mean, I think the thing to do here is transform and kill. That clears out the board. Doing it when you know your opponent can't interact is always a good idea. Well, that's ramp, but it's not doing anything else for a while. More mana would be good, and I could draw more mana. So, yeah, let's play Invasion of Vryn here. Oh, I have to discard a card. Oracle Tragedy doesn't seem awesome. So I can't use this to Island Cycle. I guess I attack the invasion here. So just better to attack them. I don't know, double Emoti is pretty insane. Although, it won't cascade the second time because it's a cast trigger. Yeah, so it'll already be on the stack. So it's actually not that insane. Yeah, I'm just going to attack them. The Ricksmithies could be a problem sooner than I'd like. Probably playing Emoti this next turn, but we'll see. Yeah. I mean, they have a lot of cards, so finding a way to transform a Ricksmithies isn't too far-fetched in this particular game. I do think we Island Cycle here. Invasion of Ravnica. That's not good. Well, they can't kill that, actually, so that matters a little. Disturbing Conversion. I don't have that many ways to deal with a 12-12, I don't think. Yeah, we'll let them hit this. We don't really want them to double Invasion of Ravnica, so we're probably not going to allow that to happen, but we will Island Cycle one of these. There's our Swamp. We don't have Atris, though, so it's not that great. I already know we have this island, so it may as well be what we play. Do I attack them again? Probably not. Because I'd rather not let Invasion of Vryn transform, so yeah, let's play Emoti. They can also cast this with a Ricksmithies. Flywheel Racer, okay, that's not the most exciting hit in the world, but it's a hit. And it does mean we have double green. We can't use it right now, but we do have it. Don't feel great about our chances here. It just seems like they have enough going on and that our Ricksmithies is going to transform that I'm going to have a very hard time. Yeah, Chromehouse Seed Shark might have helped. I've got to find a way to kill them quickly, and I don't really see that happening. So, you know. May just crew this thing and block one of these. As nice as double green is, it doesn't do that much right now. I mean, I could use it to defeat a battle, which certainly matters. Okay, so we're going to crew in response to that. Man, I'm going to lose to Ricksmithies. I do think it might be better than I thought it was. Like, because games get as slow as this. A card like a Ricksmithies, like, actually transforms. Like this. And, you know, some decks would be able to deal with it. I don't think we really have any way to deal with it. Unless there's something I'm not thinking about. So, that's attacking me. I'll be throwing that in front of that, and this in front of that. Double Invasion of Ravnica is going to be so backbreaking that I don't really think we can let it happen. Do I Island Cycle again? Probably not. Okay. Not great. What am I supposed to do here? To not die. I guess I'm going to play Overgrown Pest. Okay, Herbology Instructor is not bad, but I don't have any other green mana this turn. I think I just grab a Forest. Blah. I think I might as well just scoop, frankly, because they can cast this either way. I don't know. I'll pass. Well, Eyes of Gataxias, why not? Now we've drawn all our forests. Double Tandem Takedown. Might be enough to kill this. It would be. Maybe that's what I should be aiming for. This is going to Cascade. I sort of forgot about that. Oh, wait. Did this take away all its abilities? Yes. Okay. Both attacking me. I'm going to hold on to Overgrown Pest and chump block a Ricksmithies. They're just holding on to that invasion until I play something that really concerns them, and it's going to be hard for me to do that. Got 8 mana, so I could play Escort, then cast Chrome Host Shark, I guess. There are worse plans. Yeah. They can use this on Chrome Host Shark is the thing, and they will. So that makes it less appealing. But they need to use it on something at some point. Yeah. Transforming this in Double Tandem Takedown might save us, but it's... I guess that's what I'm going to try to do here. Like, try to get that set up. So let's attack. See what happens there. Could have attacked with this too, I guess. But I have a feeling they can interact somehow. So I think I'll let them. They do seem concerned about this. Ah, yes, disturbing conversion. I've seen a lot of those. Invasion of Kamigawa. That is quite helpful. In terms of buying us time. They will probably exile it, but... Oh, I don't have 4 mana left over. Still... I mean, maybe the plan is to get them to kill Tidal Terror, and then I can get back Chrome Host Seed Shark or something. Yeah, it's not a terrible plan. Problem is, they're going to transform this. Ugh, God, it's all so bad for me. I feel so helpless, and I kind of am. Alright, so they do that now. And then they're also going to be able... Well, they might flip this into a 5-5. That may just be the better option for them. Don't hate that we finally got rid of it, though. Alright, so we're going to do this. Because we have to. And block this, and then they get the Mage Ring, finally. Our earlier game went exactly the way we wanted it to. This one, not so much. I can get Invasion of Kamigawa back here and cast it, which should buy us a little bit of time. The question is whether I want to get something else. The invasion's pretty good, but I could get something that's more of a threat, like Chrome Host Seed Shark, especially because I have 2 non-creature spells in my hand. God, I guess I could have blocked with this that last turn. What was I thinking? Yeah, I think we'll get the Seed Shark. I should have blocked with this, unless there was some reason I couldn't. Oh, that was the turn I attacked. Okay, I'm not that dumb. So Seed Shark could kind of get us back in this by giving us a bunch of bodies. See whether or not they have removal, though. Plus, actually attacking Invasion of Vryn and getting the double tandem takedown is more of a possibility. They have a removal spell to double. It's not so good for us. Kind of looks like they do. What were they thinking about for so long? Okay, I mean, that's... could be worse. These things can still chump block a Rixmathes, you know? We do have 1 fewer card than them. We're gonna let that happen. Alright. Atris will draw us a bunch of cards, which could be useful. Yeah, so we are running out of cards rapidly, but, you know, I need to find some more action for sure, so... Karuga is somewhere still in our deck, right? Not awesome here because we don't want to draw too many cards, but... I mean, let's choose the other pile. Okay, Invasion of Pyrulia. Nothing... certainly not amazing, but... it is a thing. Ugh. We don't really want any of those cards, sadly. So Karuga's on top, but not really something we can cast. Put this on our island. And in the turn... this has been a long game where it's felt like we've been losing all along. But we've done just enough to not die. Okay, do I want to trade with Overgrown Pests with my 2/2? Probably. And you're gonna chump block that. So Karuga right now will draw us 3 cards. I mean, I think we got to go for it. Man, we almost have enough size. We can actually kill Erixmathes. Almost. Never mind. We'll have to use like this ability in the same turn. We've got 1 card left in our deck. Will it give us the opening we need to actually win? I could kill Inga and Isaka here instead, and then attack them probably for 3, but if I could double tandem takedown, that would be a thing, but we're not gonna be able to do it. So yeah, we can do 10 right now to Erixmathes. I mean, I guess I could set up a block that lets me kill it, but that's like the best we can do. That's the best we got. And it's not terrible. But how do I do 10 damage is the question. I could get one of these, but that's not going to help us either. Yeah, we cannot win unless something crazy happens here. I don't really see it happening, though. If I use this ability plus Tandem Takedown, I can kill Erixmathes, but it doesn't really gonna matter. We'll let it hit that, whatever. It doesn't really matter. I just want to kill Erixmathes because it's made my life... you know, you do see its limitations in a game like this. Like, they've had it for a bajillion turns, and it hasn't really, you know, taken care of us. Yeah, now we're out of cards. It is funny that we can do this. Even if it is too late. Yeah! So, you know, I said we didn't have a way to deal with it. We did. It just took until we drew our entire deck to get there. And by then... I mean, they were only at 10. I really wish we could have found a way to do some damage. I wonder if killing Inga and Isaka the previous turn and just attacking them down to... what would they've gone to? 7? Yeah, finding a way to flip the Mage Ring. Like, there were a few things we could try, but we just never were able to. I mean, it did put us under enough pressure that we kept having to block, obviously. Couldn't just ignore it, but... the fact that their removal kept being, like, turn your creature into a 0/2 ended up kind of working out for us. Okay, yeah, so Oracle of Tragedy. We will loot. And I think we'll discard an island. I could discard Flywheel Racer. Maybe I will. We have Burgeoning in our hand, so we're not really going to need it. And it's... not very good. So I think I like that plan. Alright, well, we're going to attack them. And we're going to play Overgrown Pest. And we're going to grab Herbology Instructor. This game seems like it's off to a much better start. I may do some crazy +1/+1 counter things in this game, though. Okay, look at the top 5. But this probably means I can play my battle next turn. Yeah, Knight Errant of Eos is a little scary. Oh, I guess I can remove counters from this. Do I want to play my battle this turn so I can attack it down to 1? It is just the majoring, so maybe I'd rather... I mean, I want to draw the cards, and maybe that's just the reason I play it, because I'm not under any pressure right now. And then don't actually attack it. Although, you know, double Tidal Terrors or something later is definitely a big deal. So maybe I do attack it. Either way, we play it, I think. And we're going to discard probably a land. Discard the island. And attack this. Like, they convoke into this here. That's not exactly scary. I mean, you know. Well, that is. So they're going to give this... Oh. I think if I were them, I would have given this +2/+2, but I guess... Yeah, I guess it makes sense. Okay. So we can get this if we send both at the invasion. This is, yeah, 4/3. That's certainly problematic. I can kill it with the transformed herbology instructor, though. All right, so I think we're going to do this and that. See what they do about it. Which thing do you stop? I probably don't use the majoring this turn. I'm probably just going to play herbology instructor plus overgrown pest. All right. So they decided to let us hit Elspeth. So yeah, let's play Overgrown Pest. Let's get Invasion of Kamigawa. And let's play Herbology Instructor. We're ahead enough on board that I don't feel completely helpless, but this could get bad. This invasion could be pretty helpful. You know, tap something down, help us go after these things. Alright, so they are tapped out. Tapping the Death Toucher seems pretty good. Could also just kill the Death Toucher with Herbology Instructor's ability and then attack. That's pretty good. Okay, so I think these three are all going to go after Elspeth, and then this is going to attack Invasion of Vryn. They could double block and kill this, but it means they lose Elspeth, so I'm okay with it. They do still hold on to both of these, though, so maybe it's better to just hang back with that. Yeah, so let's do that. Because I'd like to have a little bit of a board for their turn that matters. I'm trying to decide if it's worth holding on to Elspeth and like losing both of these. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. So we'll go down to 1. We do lose both of our creatures. They can get this thing now, which is a 4/3 that becomes indestructible when they cast a spell. Obviously, not great for us, but we can tap it. And we can just straight up kill it with the Instructor. Can't do it next turn, all in one turn, but we can do it eventually. Invasion of Kamigawa is pretty good against it too, of course. So here comes this. They didn't convoke it, so they just wanted to play a 4/4. Makes some sense. Yeah. Not in an awesome spot here. I have many options, though. So I'd probably play Invasion and Herbology Instructor, and then I can use the Instructor next turn to kill Belligerent Regisaur. Use the Invasion to tap down the Knight, so then the Knight will be tapped on our next turn. Could just play a big creature that can become unblockable, too. Which I don't hate. But if they have, like, there's a lot of tempo that could be lost if we go that route. So I think we play Invasion of Kamigawa here. We're going to tap down Knight Errant of Eos. Then we're going to play Herbology Instructor. Pass the turn. I guess if they put 2 counters on Belligerent Regisaur, that's not going to be so good for me. But Elspeth would be gone, so that would be the upside there. Oh, God. Well, that works, too. I think we're going to lose. Because now this is too big for us to kill it. They can attack this right now, too. This is about how my games have gone. We're dealing, you know, like, we got a scary bomb plate against us, but it felt like we were going to be able to deal with it, but she's done just enough to stay alive, and that's been plenty. So this has Trample, too. I think we kind of need to prevent it from happening. Unfortunately. We will draw and discard. Okay, Atris is helpful. I mean, we have some powerful stuff. We haven't really drawn our best cards yet in this particular game, like Karuga. So we can kill one of these things, but that's not that good. I guess just play a big creature is our best plan now, and we have to hope. I mean, now they can use this to give counters to things, though, so I think we're kind of screwed. Surprise, surprise. We do have to play Blighted Burgeoning before we can play Atris. I should note. Yeah, I mean, it's time to put counters on things, I think. Yeah, I thought they should have done it a while ago. But, put the counter on it? Oh my god. Yeah. I'm not sure we have a way out. This is much more powerful than what our last opponent did to us. You know, that was a more winnable situation. It didn't involve a Planeswalker and a bunch of other nonsense. Our deck just, I mean, the thing it's definitely lacking is good enough removal. Okay, well, Tandem Takedown does help. I wonder if it's what I'm supposed to do, though. The problem with Tandem... Well, yeah, now you've got 5 toughness. I could get this up to 4 so it could kill something else. But yeah, the problem with Tandem Takedown is... they're still going to have one creature that's too big for me to deal with. I mean, I think we're probably still supposed to do it, but... we need to kill the thing that can become indestructible. I mean, killing the flyer isn't a terrible idea either, but... oh. So So if I wait a turn... Yeah, I'm 1 mana short of being able to transform this and kill that. So, God, am I supposed to wait? I guess I'm going to try to wait. I can play Atris now instead. But I don't think it's going to be enough. But it'll be pretty sweet if we can make it happen. Kill something and kill the thing that has flying. I'm going to choose this pile. Double Omen Hawker. That's interesting. Is it going to be better to make a 2/2 or to have Omen Hawker around to make our next turn more efficient? Let's play an Omen Hawker. It can block if it has to. I mean, the fact that our deck can survive as long as it can against these like really powerful things that are doing is nice, but at the same time, we should be winning. All right, we're going to try to kill this outright. I don't think it's going to go very well, but we're going to try. And then we're going to take the rest. Surely they have an instant or something to make it indestructible and ruin our lives. But if they don't, that'd be pretty nice. They do. So we go to 6. This is also... Yeah, okay. So... it's not going to be enough, but it's going to be a pretty good turn, kind of like our last turn in the last game. Alright, so let's do this. I guess we're going to use Omen Hawker. I probably can't, actually. Oh, the way the stack works, I can't do it the way... I had to use Tandem Takedown first. God. Alright, we're done. I played poorly against super powerful things. It's not a good way to win. Not a good way to win. So we had our first game go exactly the way we wanted. The other two have not. Archangel Elspeth, man. Alright. Got a 2-drop and a 3-drop, and, you know, if Seed Shark goes off, which we haven't, of course, been allowed to have happen, we could just find ourselves winning this game quickly. So far, I mean, I don't feel completely terrible about this deck, but when you're in a bad streak, it's hard not to feel sort of inevitably like things aren't going to go well. And they haven't, so. Turn 2, Omen Hawker, huh? You're going to do that to me? Instead of just giving it to me on turn 1? So, yeah, I think we play Seed Shark next turn, and, you know, if it survives, we can start making creatures. Looks reasonably promising. So, like, Invasion of Vryn, make a Incubate 4 is pretty nuts. And that's probably what we would do next turn. Question is whether I should do it now. Kind of feel like I should, because if they have removal... Yeah, so let's just play Invasion of Vryn here. Plus, I can attack it, so. Discard a forest. And we will attack it. So they do take out the Seed Shark, but we could get it back later, and we already generated a ton of value out of it, so I'm not heartbroken. Yeah, nothing too spicy to do this turn. We will do this. This will attack them. This will attack that. We can do double Tidal Terror next turn. And for now, we'll do Flywheel Racer, Omen Hawker. Yeah, they gotta use Seal on something. I guess Herbology Instructor before it transforms. What if they have a Sweeper? Well, they could have one, and they could cast it next turn if they have it. And the way my luck has gone, should I just assume they have it? I don't think so. I don't think you play around a Sweeper. Guess I could have done a little more damage there. I think we're just going to cast Tidal Terror here and copy it. You know, unless it doesn't give me... What is happening? This should have given me the opportunity to do that, but whatever. I guess if they have the Sweeper now, we hedged against it. Because now we can double some other spell later. I sort of expected it to just give me a hold. It did on an earlier spell, but I guess it was well, I don't know what it was. Weird. I don't know why it did it the time before, but not the second time. Okay. So let's play Overgrown Pest. See, here it's giving me a chance. Of course, we put Karuga and Atris on the bottom of her library. Okay. I think I'm probably just supposed to attack for 5 unblockable here. It is an exile effect, so they don't get to draw off of this, but it is still ridiculous that they had this. Obviously, they still get the creature, and of course I draw land. This is how things have gone for me in this format lately. Like the last, I don't know, 7 or so drafts have all been, you know, your opponent has the thing that would make you lose the game. There's only one card, but they have it. Now they're going to attack this. They're going to get something. What I need is draw a really powerful spell that I can double. I mean, they are still at 5, but obviously their board state is ridiculous. So, okay, well that is fairly helpful. Getting Seed Shark back is sweet, especially if I double it. Yeah, so I could double the Escort, but that seems less good. That is a good draw. Can we... I'm going to put full control mode on here since... we will get ourselves 2 Chrome Host Sharks. We can turn off full control now. So, I mean, if I can draw a couple of non-creature spells, we'll be in business. We do have several left in our deck. I'm trying to decide if I want to crew Flywheel Racer here and double block this thing. I think I just take 6 for now. Well, there we go. So this is going to be quite good here. Give us 3 incubators. Which is very nice. I could attack and like hope I get through for some damage. I mean, I would. How much power is this going to have? 1, 2. Right now it only has 3. But it's probably just not worth it. I mean, I should just hang back and make all of these into creatures next turn. That's probably the safe thing to do. But if I do get in with one of these, it's pretty good. I mean, they could block with a Thopter and one of those, but they also have mana up to kill a tapped creature. I'd probably just pass. I think I'm just supposed to pass. Ooh, Brutaclad's good. Unfortunately. Gonna make this even bigger. So... What? They clicked on the wrong thing, which is probably gonna bail us out. They clicked on this, which is a 0/0 with no counters, so they just killed the token. And then they kill... Did they kill 2 tokens? Yeah, they killed their Thopter. Nice. Someone besides us misplayed. Probably going to get us to 2 wins. At least, sadly, 2 wins is is an impressive feat. So that still only has 3 power. Okay, yeah, we definitely play a Modi because it gives us something to crew Flywheel Racer. Yeah. Yes! We had a game, you know, we followed up the insanely powerful Sweeper with a really good draw. And we were able to beat it that time. Now let's go on a win streak. Can we do it? Can we break the slump? Even 4 wins at this point would be breaking out of my last several subpar records. So that is a horrible hand. This is better. Much better. Yeah, I think we hold on to all of these things. Put back the forest. I probably play Invasion of Hyrule on turn 2. Ooh, they're doing Karuga, so they're not going to play anything early. Times like these, I wish I had a more aggressive deck. So yeah, they're doing Karuga as a companion. What does that mean? Probably means playing out Herbology Instructor now is a good idea, because they can't play anything on turn 2. Tile Terror. And then this turn, yeah, we can play Invasion of Pyrulia. Wow. Yeah, I think we draw Captive Weird. I think I'm actually going to play Omen Hawker, though, because then, next turn, I can, I guess I'm going to need to draw a land to make that happen, but I'm going to hope it happens. I can use this ability, transform it, kill whatever blocker they play, and then attack Invasion of Pyrulia. Okay, we did draw the land, so I think that is what we do. Pretty good early game board, I would say. Not Vold Hermit. Okay. So yeah, I think we send in the Gargantuan Slabhorn here. And then play Chrome Host Seed Shark and Captive Weird. Yeah, we're okay with the trade. I mean, it's not as exciting as it would have been if things went a little differently, but we're also making sure that if they play Karuga, they're not going to have as many cards to draw. I don't think we land cycle this. It's a pretty good thing to make a double creatures of. It is funny that slumps can become self-fulfilling prophecies to some extent because you start to play worse, which I think you've certainly seen in this video. Because you get salty. Okay, well that is not a great draw for them right now, but it may mean they have something really scary on a future turn. No splashing, just ramping, but there are real things to ramp into in this format, no doubt about it. Okay, so I think we probably want to play Invasion of Vryn so that we make sure we get a 4/4 incubator. I can transform this later. I mean, I would do more damage this turn if I transformed this, but I think our future turns are better if we play Invasion of Vryn. We can also attack Invasion of Vryn, I guess. And I don't hate that. I might not do it, though. Yeah, so let's play it. Gosh. Kind of need a 5th land. I think I'm going to discard Order of the Mirror. This will not have haste. Yeah, I think I attack them. Oh, I can actually still transform this. Yeah, that's what I should do. Should have done, actually. See? Self-fulfilling prophecy. I'm still going to do it, but now I'm not going to do it until now, which results in less damage being done to my opponent. Okay, they get to render inert. That's always powerful. It is kind of funny it has haste. You know, there aren't that many situations where you get it before combat, but our opponent just did. Freewheeler's spicy. Yeah, and so they will have access to an herbology instructor, which is less than ideal. Hey, there's Karuga. So we're at 6 here, so I can, yeah. Let's do this. Double Karuga is kind of funny. But yeah, we're going to attack them here for 6. We're okay with that if... I think I'd play Tidal Terror here. It's big enough to be a problem against this if it transforms. I could play Wildwood Escort and get Herbology Instructor out of our graveyard. I guess if I do that, they don't have anything to get back. Well, they have Order of the Mirror still. But it's probably a pretty good idea. That's a pretty powerful card to give them access to. And a pretty powerful card for me to get back in my hand, so... Karuga right now would draw us just 2 cards, actually. Just 2. So they're probably gonna get back, transform this and get the 2-1, which is pretty good. I mean, they end up with a pretty good board. I guess not. You're going to get Karuga into their hand. Okay, so... I don't really feel the need to play Invasion of Kamigawa here, so I don't think I do. I can basically swing out. Oh, well, I do get a 2-2 out of it. That does increase how impressive that is. And I can threaten to transform it right away. Yeah, all right. So let's do it. Tap down, Freewheeler. Flyers seem pretty darn good here, so... I think I'll do this and attack, send those 3 there. Yeah. So, I think, you know, as I say, they can block them, but it would mean they draw fewer cards with Karuga. So they didn't really want to do it. Yeah, then we play Herbology Instructor. And we still have mana up to do this at the end of their turn. So here comes Karuga. Gonna draw them 3 cards. Our Karuga's gonna draw us a bunch of cards too, so I'm not super alarmed about it. Blighted Burgeoning, yeah. Ooh, Pelucranos. Ugh. Well, that changes how worried about things I am, doesn't it? Has reach and everything. So I could attack into it and then use Herbology Instructor to finish it off, but obviously that would mean losing one of these, which I don't really want to do. But I also don't want this to transform, so it's probably better to do that, sadly. I think I send in Rooftop Saboteurs here. Yeah. Yep, that's what we'll do. I guess I don't hate attacking with the 4/4 either. But yeah, we basically have to give this up so we can kill Pelucranos. It's kind of what we're looking at. I may take 6 here because I'd rather hold on to Pelucranos. They would rather hold on to Pelucranos. But I think drawing the extra cards is a big enough deal for us that I'm not too broken up about it. Well, they're still thinking about it. They might be blocking. If they don't, we draw a card and then probably play Karuga and draw a bunch more cards. But yeah, this transforming is a big, big problem. Yeah, so it makes sense, I think. Guess I should have been even more aggressive. All right, so Karuga? Yeah, Karuga. We don't even have to discard. We have exactly 7 cards. This is going to transform now, though. And if we kill it, they get 2 bodies. It's a whole mess. It isn't impossible. It's just a bunch of value to have to try to overcome. Could have killed that last turn, the Freewheeler, before letting it transform, but... yeah, they're going to rumble. Makes sense. Don't really want either of these to go to the graveyard, because if they reanimate, they can get one of them back, and they're really powerful, so don't really want to do it. I guess they're not convinced they're attacking yet. Okay, now they are. Yeah, there's not really any good ways for me to block that don't result in them potentially getting a good reanimation target out of the deal. I'm not sure this is going to work out, but I hope it does. No, it does. They get 2 bodies out of the deal, but they are much smaller. I have 2 Tidal Terrors in my hand. They also don't have reach anymore. Well, they do have 3/3 reach, but I can kill that with Herbology Instructor. Alright, I like our chances. I like our chances now. Not going to land cycle. Ooh, if I can get a Modi down ahead of these 2 Tidal Terrors. Of course, Eyes of Gataxias is pretty busted here, too. So yeah, let's kill the creature with reach. And... ooh, I should have done that with this, because then I could have also played Eyes of Gataxias. Yeah! I'm good at Magic. Yeah, then we'll attack them. Draw a card. And end our turn. Discard a forest. So this can transform and certainly be a problem, but it's not the end of the world. Probably try to play Atris this next turn. I mean, Eyes of Gataxias is pretty good too. Like I said, we get Incubate 3 twice. We're at 11 cards, should be noted. But yeah, I could have played like the Overgrown Pest or Eyes of Gataxias here if I had used Omen Hawker. It's not a bad chump blocker. I mean, it's doing less and less the longer the game gets, so... going to make something else into a 5/5. Probably Etched Familiar. No, the Lifelinker. Makes sense. I mean, they didn't have a trick last turn. So I'm kind of tempted to double block with these. I feel like we'll be able to outvalue them even if we lose a bunch of bodies. Killing the Seed Shark would make that harder, but we still have Rooftop Saboteurs and everything that's going on in our hand. So, yeah, they're going to be able to get back something really strong when they transform Nezumi Freewheeler, unfortunately. And that's what they're kind of thinking about right now. Yeah, that's pretty spicy. Okay. So they keep their 5/5 Lifelinker alive. But we kill the thing that made it a 5/5, so... not too alarmed. Yeah, they're gonna transform that now. Probably get one of our... yep. Not too surprising. So, how much does double Tidal Terror do to stabilize our board? Because they can transform this now and kill Rooftop Saboteurs. I feel like double Tidal Terror is quite good, but I also really want to play a Modi first, so let's do that. Alright, we got Blighted Burgeoning, which is going to give us a couple of bodies, in fact. Double Atris, yeah, not that great. So let's attack them. Tandem takedown, that's a good one. So many options. I think I'd probably play Atris here. Maybe I'm just supposed to tandem takedown. I mean, Eyes of Gitaxias is pretty good too. I'd still be able to turn 2 of these into creatures. Yeah. Let's just do that. I mean, they can attack us reasonably well, but because I can turn 2 of these into creatures, it's not that big of a deal. Next turn, if I Tidal Terror, I get to Cascade. I am at 7 cards, so maybe I should just be trying to kill them more quickly. Double Tidal Terror will do a pretty good job of that, I think. I mean, I'm just going to cast both of them, I think, at this point, instead of trying to attack Invasion of Vryn. We are good at drawing a lot of cards. We've been less good at finding ways to win with all of them. They might just kill a Modi, I guess. I was sort of assuming... Because if they kill a Modi, they can attack pretty hard here. If they don't kill one of, you know, the Saboteurs, I'm going to keep drawing cards, but that's also something of a disadvantage right now. Yeah, I've got to kill them faster. That's for sure. So they are going to kill a Modi. Then what? They may have missed that I can transform 2 of these. So let's hope they did, because they didn't. But they did decide that they didn't want me to Cascade. Okay, yeah. I think we're just gonna attack them. Okay, then we're gonna play Tidal Terror. Then Flywheel Racer. So we're going to be able to go crazy with a bunch of bodies next turn. And then we're going to still play an island. I can transform 2 of these at the end of their turn. But maybe I'd rather just play Oracle or Overgrown Pest. 5 cards left in our deck. We know what the next 3 are. Getting through those next 3 seems pretty good. Yeah, let's just throw another body out there. Okay. I'm actually going to decline because I don't really need to draw any of this stuff. And keeping more cards in our deck right now kind of matters. Drawing any of those just wouldn't matter. So I'm going to play a second Tidal Terror, and hopefully we can kill them in a couple of attacks. I mean, we can hit them for 9 that they can't block next turn, which certainly matters. So I just have to find a way to get 2 more through. The problem is they also have lifelink over there, so that complicates things. They do now have a 7/5. Seems like they're waiting things out. I mean, I guess getting the other Omen Hawker would have given me the ability to transform these even more quickly, but I think we've got what we need to do it. Plus we have Tandem Takedown, which probably kind of is going to do enough to get us there. Oh yeah, it will, because, yeah, I can just use it as a trick here, basically, to buff both of these. So... yeah. Or this. Well, yeah, no, I need to buff 2 things to get there. Just killing the life linker gets pretty close to doing it, but this also gains them life, so there's enough annoying things over there that I think it's probably best to do it this way. Yeah, and then we'll do Tandem Takedown and kill this. Yep, that's exactly 11. Nice. So we did, you know, I think usually when we draw that many cards and the game goes that long, we have the advantage. But we have lost twice already, so... Okay, pretty good. I mean, it's a little slow, but we're going first, so it's not really that slow. I mean, I guess our first couple plays are just gonna, like, draw us cards, but... Why do we keep drawing Omen Hawker on turn 2? What's that about? Yeah, I think we still go with the invasion. So we don't have a double face to put on top, and none of these are amazing. I mean, Wildwood Escort is pretty good when you've got Karuga, so I might leave it on top. Yeah, I probably will. So probably Eyes of Gitaxias this next turn. Right now, Karuga's not drawing us any cards, which is kind of a bummer. Ooh, that can be quite the beatdown, potentially. Okay. I think we play the weird. It's going to come into play tapped, but that's okay. All my other things would too. Do I just transform it now? I think we're probably going to leave mana up for this, because if I can animate this and kill the sensor, I will. Well, maybe I do want to discard... I'd probably discard Escort and a Hawker here. I mean, Karuga's not great here, but it's hard to imagine that things will stay that way. I could have discarded the Swamp. I mean, maybe that was better. Alright, so we'll do this. Okay, there's a card that'll make Karuga a little bit better. Not a Phyrexian, though. But yeah, we'll play Overgrown Pest here. Oh yeah, we'll grab this Herbology Instructor, I think. Invasion of Kamigawa was good and all, but Herbology Instructor is removal. I can't play another spell this turn thanks to the Censor, but... So yeah, right now Karuga draws us one card, which is pretty good. I mean, certainly not insane, but... They might have Render Inert here, which wouldn't be awesome. They do have the problem of casting Render Inert on this means they actually can't cast their Prickle Fairies, so... That is a weird... This is a weird design overall, I would say. So they decided to add counters to Invasion of Pyrulia. I don't know... I don't think that's what I would have done. Alright, we are going to kill this. They clearly kind of want it dead too, but I think we can agree to, that we both want it dead. I think I'm going to play Karuga here. He's big. He draws us a card. You know... Would it be nice to hold on to it until later to draw, like, a bunch of cards? Maybe. I mean, I could just transform this here and then play Herbology Instructor. Yeah, maybe that is a little better. Let's do that. Alright, we hit another land, which is nice. Then we will play Herbology Instructor. Probably play Tidal Terror next. So yeah, now they can do the Render Inert thing. which is what... I guess I should have predicted that's what they were planning on here. Yeah, so this does 2 to me every upkeep or whatever. I can kill it on our turn, though, if Herbology Instructor's still alive. And that's probably what I do. Kind of looks like it won't be alive, though. Too bad they didn't try to Render Inert... when they still had their Censor in play, but... Maybe I shouldn't have been so eager, but the fact my stuff was entering tapped was a problem, too. Because, you know, most of the things I'm doing... I mean, I guess this last turn I cast 2 spells, didn't I? But... Okay. So we're going to take 2. Thank you. Yeah, so I think we transform this. I'm going to go ahead and just pay the full cost. Oh, I have to play this land if I'm going to do that. Yeah, we'll still pay the full cost. Kill this. And pass our turn. We are surprisingly low on cards. This hasn't happened much, even when we were losing. Ooh, spicy. Probably means there's a trick. I'm going to try to trade for this. I think I'll take 5. Does mean, I guess, Karuga's less good again, but... They're going to transform that. Invasion of Rin. Yeah, I don't really... I need to be playing a big old creature here. I am running into a bit of trouble now. Ugh. Brutal. Alright. Yeah, they made me discard Invasion of Rin and Karuga. And then they make that unable to block. What a beating. Yep, think we're going 3 and 3 here. Did they get a little greedy? Maybe. Yeah, they're saying good game. It's not quite good game yet. I mean, you're probably going to win, but it's not entirely over yet. So obviously, we need to block and kill this. So we will. We're going to take the rest. This is going to become a creature. They've got Inspired Charge. Yeah, I mean, I really did not play well this draft. I mean, I think we definitely ran into some bad beats, but I played suboptimally, as one often does when they're sort of tilting from not doing well. So yeah, 3 and 3. It was a really long draft to only go 3 and 3, but at least we broke even, I guess. I mean, in terms of our record. So this one didn't break us out of our slump. It was a fun deck. I like drawing a bunch of cards and always having a lot of cards in my hand, so I got to do that, but you know, I think I got a little too value-oriented and greedy at times when I should have just played Karuga when it was going to draw me one and be the biggest creature on the board. I mean, you know, we also lost to Elspeth and some other really absurd things our opponents did, but what are you going to do, you know? That double Invasion of Eldraine was backbreaking. And that card really has ended up being better than I expected, just because the format's so grindy and people tend to have cards in their hand a lot. So that'll do it for this draft video. Hopefully I'll do better in the next one.